Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video we will again going to learn the troubleshooting lab. So this is part 2, and in the part 1 I have already told you how to troubleshoot basic Global Protect VPN issue. So we will going further and troubleshoot the issue. So we received another issue from the user. Now I have created a complex topology so that we can troubleshoot the issue further. So now we have introduced one partner site. This is a partner office, and partner is using fortigate firewall. So we have connected the partner office with the IPSec tunnel. So I have configured the IPSec tunnel between our office and the partner office. The partner is using fortigate firewall and we are using paloalto firewall. So behind the paloalto firewall we have attendance server, which I already told you. And in the last video I have told you that how the VPN user were trying to access the attendance server. So in that video I have created a small scenario where the VPN user was not able to access the attendance server. So we found the issue and we resolved that issue. After that the user was able to access the attendance server. Now here the scenario is different. Here we have one partner office connected to the IPsec tunnel between our Palo Alto firewall and partner site running some partner portal. So this is a partner server and partner is running some portal and they are also running some SAP application. Now my requirement is to allow the communication from the VPN user to access the attendance server as well as to access the partner portal SAP application. So you can understand from the topology, when this VPN user connect to the Palo Alto firewall, the traffic will hit to the Palo Alto firewall and then it will go to the tunnel, and the FortiGate firewall will receive that traffic and it will forward the traffic to the partner portal. So let's first try to connect the global protect so that I can show you how I'm connecting to the global protect VPN. So although I have already shown you in my last video, but we will do we will do a quick recap and I'll show you to connect after connecting the global protect VPN. So this is my global protect VPN friends, and I am using the IP address to connect my VPN. So 192.168.1.100, this IP 192.168.1.100 is configured on my Ethernet 1/3. So if I'll go to the Palo Alto firewall and if I'll show you the interfaces here, so you will see this IP Ethernet 1/3. This interface 1/3 is having this IP address 192.168.1.100, and this is my portal configuration which I have already shown you. Here I am using 192.168.1.100 and this is my gateway configuration. So the configuration is same. I have not changed any configuration, only I have added one partners office and I have configured the IPsec tunnel. So let's connect the VPN first and then we will try to access the attendance server first. So I would be able to access the attendance server because there will be no issue to access the attendance server, because we were already checked this in the last video. So we were able to connect the attendance server. So let's wait for a few seconds first. Yeah, so see, you can see I am connected to the VPN. So now how I can verify whether I have connected to the same gateway or not. I already shown you that you need to go to the Palo Alto firewall. You have to go to the gateway and click on the remote user, and here you will see the remote user. He is connecting from this machine. He is using this private IP address. This is a public IP address and he is connected from the 13th Jan. You can see the date and timing, everything is mentioned here. So my remote user is connected to the same gateway. Now what I am going to do is I am going to try to access the attendance server. So let's ping 192.168.10.10. So the attendance server having the IP address 192.168.10.10. So this is the IP address which I have configured on the attendance server. So you can see I'm able to ping the attendance server. Also I can try to access the attendance server from the browser and I should be able to access it because everything is allowed. So I should get this page. You can see here I have created a small HTML page and you can see I am getting the welcome to the timesheet page and please fill your attendance below. So everything seems fine. I am able to access the attendance server. If I'll go to the Palo Alto logs, you can see I am getting the logs in the Palo Alto firewall and this is 10.1.1. So why I am getting this IP 10.1.1? Because I have connected to the VPN and this is 10.1.1 is my VPN IP. Again, if I'll go to the global protect VPN, if I go to the setting, you can see the IP address which I have received. It's 10.1.1.1. and it's creating a connection from the same IP, and it's heading to 192.168.10.10. Also it is showing the source user admin because I have connected from the admin user, and it's allowing the connection. I am getting the response. So everything is allowed from the firewall side. Now what my requirement is, now I received another requirement, and where this VPN user also wants to establish a connection, wants to access this partner portal, the SAP application. So this SAP application, let me show you the again the IP address of this app application. So this server is having the IP address 10.10.10.100. If I'll open this machine, so and if I'll go to the command prompt, I'll show you the IP address. So it's having the IP 10.10.10.10.100. Okay, and if I try to access this server from my VPN, I won't be able to access it because this is the issue which I need to resolve. 10.1.10.10.10.100, and see, I'm not able to ping this server, I'm not able to access the server. I can also try to access the SAP application from the browser. 10.10.10.100, and I'm not getting anything. It's not showing me anything because I'm not able to access the server. So in the last video I already told you that how we can verify whether the traffic is reaching to the firewall or not, if you remember. So there is a simple command you can check whether the traffic is hitting to the firewall or not. You can again do the trace and type the IP address of the server. So see, this IP is pointing to the ISP gateway. 192.168.1.1 is my ISP gateway. If you remember my last video, I already told you. So what does it mean? It's mean this is not pointing this route towards the firewall. It's pointing the route towards the my local gateway, my ISP gateway. So it could be the issue of the split tunnel configuration. So again, if I'll go to the network here, and if I'll go to the split tunnel configuration, so where do I get this split tunnel configuration? I need to go to the portal again, and go to the firewall log lab here and see the agent, and click on external, and here, okay, one second. I need to go, I think, the gateway, and from the gateway I need to go to the agent. Yeah, here I'm getting the option. I need to go to the client setting, and here I need to add the subnet in the split tunnel, which is very important, right? So let's add this subnet, the partner subnet 10.10.10.0/24. Okay, let's add this and click OK, and let's try to commit and see whether I am able to access the server or not. So I will also show you the IPSec tunnel. Let me show you the IPSec tunnel which should be up. So you can see the IPSec tunnel. So the IPSec tunnel is up between my firewall and to the FortiGate firewall. You also have to verify whether the tunnel is up or not before starting the troubleshooting. So the tunnel should be up so that it will forward the traffic towards the tunnel. So in our scenario, you can see, you can verify the tunnel in the Palo Alto firewall. If you can see the tunnel status is showing up, we can also verify in the FortiGate firewall. Again, we go to the FortiGate firewall and go to the VPN IPSec tunnel, and here IPSec tunnel must be up in order to communicate with the partner portal. So it might take few seconds, so it's loading, we have to wait for few seconds. So I believe my tunnel is up because in the Palo Alto firewall it is showing up. So in FortiGate also it should be up. That's why it's showing up in the Palo Alto firewall. So the IPSec is up, and there should not be issue with the IPSec tunnel. But yeah, we have to verify in order to do the troubleshooting. Okay, it's taking time. Let me refresh the firewall one more time. Yeah, you can see here it's showing up. Okay, so Tunnel is up in Palo Alto and FortiGate Firewall, and you can also see the name of the tunnel. It's PA2 FortiGate Firewall, right? So this tunnel is being created between FortiGate and Palo Alto Firewall. So the tunnel is up, but my Palo Alto Firewall is not receiving the traffic. So as we saw that the subnet was not added in the split tunnel. Now the configuration is completed. Let's try to cancel this and try to ping 10.1.10.10.10.100 the partner portal IP, but it's still I am not able to ping this IP. Okay, still I am not able to ping this IP, and if I'll try to trace this IP, let's see whether now it's pointing this to the firewall or still it's pointing to the same ISP. 10.10.10.100. Okay, 10.10.10.100 is still pointing to the oh, local ISP. So again, let me come to the Palo Alto firewall and see whether I'm receiving the traffic. So I am not receiving the traffic though. So yeah, because it's not forwarding the traffic to the firewall, it's forwarding the traffic to the ISP. So let's verify why I'm not getting this. Again, I need to go to the network and gateway, open this gateway configuration, agent, client setting, split tunnel. So you can see 10.10.10.0/24. This is a subnet, right? And 10.10.10.10. uh, Let me verify whether this is a correct subnet which I am using. So if I'll go to the FortiGate firewall and 10.10.10.0, it's a correct server. But here I have added this configuration in the split tunnel, but let me verify whether I have a route or not, because my firewall, Palo Alto firewall, should have the route for this subnet 10.10.10.0, which should be point towards the tunnel. So let's see whether I have the route or not. So if I'll go to the network or virtual router here and default, so I think I don't have any routes. See, I don't have any route. So what we need to do is we have to add one route. So I am adding the route static VPN subnet 10.10.10.0/24. Now the interface should be the VPN interface. Tunnel 20 is my VPN interface, tunnel interface, and I'm pointing this traffic to the VPN tunnel. Let's click OK and click commit. Now before committing this configuration, I should also verify, let me also verify the policy, because we should also have the policy which should allow the connection from the VPN zone towards the tunnel. So VPN zone I have configured from the with the outside interface. So VPN I have terminated with the outside interface. So let's see whether I have the policy which is allowing the connection from the outside to the tunnel. So from the outside to the tunnel, I don't have any policy. See, I have a policy which is allowing the connection from LAN to DMZ. I have a policy which is allowing the DMZ outside to DMZ, but there is no policy which is allowing the connection from outside from here to uh, IPSec tunnel. So let's create a policy. So let me give the name outside, or I can give VPN to tunnel. Source IP zone would be outside because I am using the outside zone for my VPN. Destination I am selecting. So traffic will be hit come from here and it will hit to the outside zone, right? And let's allow it. Let's try to commit the configuration and see. So let's wait for the commit process. Once it is completed, we will again try to ping the server, or we will try to again trace the server. So this time I should receive the traffic to my firewall interface, because as of now I am not receiving the traffic to my firewall interface. I'm not seeing any traffic in the firewall, Palo Alto firewall, in the traffic log. So at least I should receive the traffic from here. Okay, what happened to, okay, let's refresh this. Yeah, so this happen in the evng sometimes. So let's wait for the commit configuration. It's 70% completed, so once it's completed to the 100%, again we will go to the VPN machine and we will again try to access the partner portal server. So it's completed, I believe 99%. Let's wait another few seconds. Once it is completed, yeah, I think it's completed. It's showing configuration committed successfully. So now let me try again, ping 10.10.10.100. See, still I am not getting any response. Still the Palo Alto firewall is might not receiving the connection. Then we have to verify, we have to go to the Palo Alto firewall again, and let's refresh this. Okay, still I am not getting any traffic from from 10.1.1.1 towards the 10.1.1.1.100. So what could be the issue? What you are suspecting here? Yes, because the subnet, both the subnet are same source and destination. So this source 10.1.1.1.1.0, right? This is also a same subnet 10.1.1.0. If I'll show you again IP config. So if I'll show you here 10.1.1.1.1, so this is 10.1.1.1, right? And the destination is, if I'll show you here, destination, and the destination is 10.10.10.100. So both are not same, both are different, right? So this is not a same source and destination. So both are having same source subnet and same destination, so both are different. So it should not be the issue, right? Let me refresh the page one more time and see. Still I'm not getting. I can see some traffic, VPN tunnel, it's hitting this policy, but there is no traffic coming from 10.1.1.1 to hits the IP 10.10.10.10. Still no logs in the firewall. Again, let's go to the global protect gateway and see the configuration one more time, whether our configuration is correct or not. Okay, configuration seems fine. This time I have a proper route, virtual router. I have a route 10.10.10.0/24 pointing to 10 tunnel 20. Okay, routing seems fine. Policy also seems fine, but still I am not receiving the traffic. So what could be the issue? Because see, the traffic will be going from the IPSec tunnel, right? The traffic will come to the firewall Palo Alto, and Palo Alto will process this traffic to the IPSec tunnel, and this tunnel is being created between Palo Alto and FortiGate. If you remember, we also have to add this IP in the proxy ID in the IPSec tunnel configuration. So if I'll go to the Palo Alto firewall here, and if I'll show you the proxy ID, so here in the proxy ID there is no subnet added, and I should add this 10.10 subnet in the Palo Alto proxy ID. So let's add it, and then we can verify it. Partner portal, local subnet 10 dot, local subnet would be 10.1.1.0/24, remote subnet 10.10.10.0/24. Okay, now click OK and commit. I may also need to do the further configuration in the FortiGate, but we will do the configuration step by step. First we will do the in Palo Alto firewall. If I am receiving the traffic, if I'll receive the traffic in the Palo Alto firewall, then we will troubleshoot in the FortiGate firewall. So we will do the troubleshooting step by step. So this is the proper way to do the troubleshooting, because we have to check first the traffic should receive to the Palo Alto firewall. So if we are not receiving the traffic to the Palo Alto firewall, it's mean there could be issues in the Palo Alto firewall. So we have to first investigate all the logs and everything in the Palo Alto firewall, then we have to move to the FortiGate firewall. So this is the way of doing troubleshooting. Whenever you are troubleshooting, so you have to start from the initial stage. So it's 98% completed, and let's see. Ping 10.10.10.10 once again. Let me do continuous ping. Okay, and refresh this. Okay, let me do continuous ping. And we can also verify the session, whether I'm getting create session is being created or not. So how do we verify the session? We need to go to the session browser, and here I can see some session is already being created, but there is no session from VPN user to the partner side. So there is no session. Let's refresh it. Now I can see some session, but again it's not showing any session from the VPN side. So VPN is still connecting. There is no issue with the VPN. VPN is connected. And one more thing I wanted to show you. So what, let's try to ping 192.168.10.100. Okay, sorry, 10.10, which is a attendance server IP, right? Attendance server IP is able to ping because it's hosted behind the Palo Alto firewall. Here it is hosted. So let's do one thing. Let's verify the logs in the firewall, whether I'm receiving the traffic for logs in the firewall for the attendance server. So let's verify. So you can see here I am getting the logs 10.1.1.1 and hitting to 192.168.10.10 attendance server IP, right? And if I try to trace this IP, 192.168.10. So see, it's not forwarding the IP towards the ISP. It's forwarding the traffic to the firewall because I'm not getting the ISP gateway, right? It's pointing traffic to the firewall, then it is coming to the firewall server, reaching to the server. But in partner case, when I'm trying to ping the partner portal IP 10.10.10.100, it is forwarding this traffic towards the local gateway. So why it is happening again? Because I need to reconnect my VPN, because I have just connected, just change the configuration. So after changing the configuration in the split tunnel, I already told you I need to refresh the connection or disconnect my connection and refresh it again. So let's refresh the connection, VPN connection, and then we will verify whether the traffic is pointing to the firewall or ISP. So let's wait, it's connecting. Yeah, it's connected. Now let me cancel this and see. Now I think it is pointing the traffic towards the firewall. See, now it is pointing the traffic to the firewall, and I should receive the traffic here. Yeah, I am receiving the traffic 192.160. No, it's a different traffic. Let's wait. Okay, let's refresh. Yes, now I can see the traffic. See, 10.1.1.1, and destination is 10.10.10.100, and it's a trace route traffic and policy VPN to tunnel and getting aged out, right? Now let's try to ping this IP. I don't think I should be able to ping this IP. Let's try 10.10.10. But at least now I'm receiving the traffic, right? So which was very important because we were first have to were troubleshooting that why or not the traffic was not coming to the firewall. Now the traffic is coming to the firewall, but the firewall is not forwarding the traffic. Either it is not having the route is already there, but there might be some issue with the firewall. But at least we are now receiving the traffic, so this is now resolved. So let's move to the further and do the further troubleshooting why I am not uh, able to ping the server. So let's verify whether the tunnel is up or not. So here the tunnel is showing up. Again I need to verify in the Palo Alto firewall. So the tunnel should be up because without IPSec tunnel the communication will not be established, right? So tunnel is up here, but phase 2 is showing down. See, phase 1 is up, phase 2 is down. Why phase 2 is down? Because I have added the subnet in the split tunnel configuration. If I'll go here, if I'll show you the proxy ID, sorry, in the proxy ID I have added this subnet. That's why my tunnel is down. So let's do one thing. Let me delete this subnet from the partner, from the proxy ID, and do the commit, and let's verify whether the tunnel came up or not because tunnel is down. Now if my Palo Alto firewall is receiving the traffic and it's transmitting the packet, so the FortiGate firewall should also receive the traffic. But in some but here in the FortiGate firewall I don't think I should be receiving the traffic. There might be, yeah, there is no logs here, so the FortiGate is not receiving the traffic. So let's wait. Once the commit process completed, I'll run the ping again. 10.10.10.100. Let's run the continuous ping. Okay, tunnel now should be up on both the firewall. So in the 40 Palo Alto it's already up, but in FortiGate we have to verify because it went down in the FortiGate firewall, right? So let's verify. Okay, let's refresh one more time. Okay, one sec. Yeah, now tunnel is up, but still I am not able to ping this IP 10.10.10.100. So now there is no issue from the Palo Alto firewall. We have verified everything, like the configuration is fine, split tunnel routing policy is fine. Now let's verify in the Palo Alto firewall. So how do I verify whether I'm receiving the traffic in the FortiGate firewall or not? So there is an option like I'm enabling the packet capture here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enable the packet capture diagonal sniffer packet. Okay, so packet and host IP is 10.10.10.1.1.1 and 10.10.10.100. Okay, I think I have given the wrong syntax. Let's maximize this and see. Okay, now packet capture is enabled. Okay, packet capture is already running. So now let's try to ping. So there is no traffic coming to the FortiGate firewall. Now let's do one thing. Let's enable the packet capture only for the destination. 10.10.10.100. 10.10.10.100. Okay, it's saying host 10.10.10.100, no such device exists, no such device exists. 10.10.10.100. Okay, let's verify whether this IP is correct or not. Network interface 10.10.10.0, and here the IP is 10.10.10.100. So IP is fine, and let's try whether I'm able to ping the firewall gateway 10.10.10.1. Yes, I'm able to ping, so IP is fine on the fortigate firewall, but fortigate firewall is not receiving the traffic. So let's go to the CLI once more time and see again why I'm not receiving the traffic. Diagnose cipher packet interface, let's select any host 10.1.10.10.100. Yeah, see, I just gave the wrong syntax. So now this is the correct syntax. Diagonal sniffer packet interface is any, because I'm not putting any interface, and the host destination IP is 10.10.10.100. So now let me stop this and I'll show you one more time. So if I'll run the ICMP ping here, I should receive the traffic. So 10.10.10.100, and when I'm trying to ping this IP, I'm receiving the traffic on my FortiGate firewall, and this is coming from 10.1.1. Remember, 10.1.1 is the my VPN IP, my Palo Alto Global Protect VPN IP 10.1.1. So traffic is coming from this IP hitting to 10.10.10.100 destination, but it is getting request timeout, echo request. See, but my FortiGate firewall is not responding is. So at least now I can understand from this log the traffic is receiving by the FortiGate firewall. So if I'll go to the topology here, so this is my VPN user. My VPN user wants to establish a connection to the partner application, partner portal. The request is coming to the Palo Alto. Palo Alto is forwarding to the IPSec tunnel, and here the traffic is coming to the FortiGate firewall. How would I know the traffic is coming to the FortiGate firewall? Because I enable the packet capture on the FortiGate firewall, and in the packet capture I can see the request receive the traffic received on the FortiGate interface. So it's mean the traffic is coming to the FortiGate firewall. See, here it is. So I can see the request is coming to the FortiGate firewall. So it's mean FortiGate is not processing the traffic. Maybe there is some issue in the FortiGate firewall. So we have to verify whether we have a proper route or whether we have a proper policy or not. So if I'll go to the FortiGate firewall again and go to the static route, so the FortiGate firewall should have the route for this subnet 10.1.1.0, because the traffic is coming from 10.1.1.1.0. If I'll go to the FortiGate firewall here and go to the CLI, so you can see the traffic is coming from 10.1.1.1, right? So echo request is coming from 10.1.1.1.1, and the echo reply will send to which destination? 10.1.1.1. So the FortiGate should have route for the 10.1.1.1 subnet, right? But here there is no route. So let's add the route first. Go to the route and add the route for 10.1.1.0/24, and gateway, I'm not selecting any gateway. I'm forwarding this route towards the tunnel, because this should be point towards the tunnel. Click OK, and let's see whether, yeah, you can see here now I'm getting reply. See, I can see here I'm getting reply. So let's cancel this and again try to ping. See, now if I'll open the CLI and if I'll show you the packet capture, you can see here echo reply, echo reply. Let me cancel this and I'll show you again. Okay, so this is being cancelled. Let me start from the beginning. You can see echo request, echo reply, echo request, echo reply, because the request was coming from the source IP, VPN IP, which is 10.1.1. This IP, the request was coming from my machine, and my machine was having the IP 10.1.1.1, and destination was 10.10.10.10.10.100, which is a partner portal. So the reply, the server will reply on the VPN IP, which is 10.1.1.1, but my FortiGate firewall was not having the route, so I just added the route. Now I should be able to access the server from the browser as well. See, welcome to the partner portal. Please log in with your SAP ID below. So the issue has been resolved now. My user is able to access the server. I hope you have understood how we can troubleshoot the issue. So if you have any question, you can ask me. I think so I tried my best to like make you understand how we can troubleshoot the issue. This is completed.